Having an increase in your symptoms is bad and should be avoided. No, you need to get this idea or thought out of your head right away. All of my patients are concerned about having a setback or, having their symptoms get worse, right? The symptoms will get worse temporarily, but that's kind of the point, right? Symptom provocation generally indicates that you are challenging your system. If you don't challenge your system, you don't grow. Your body adapts to the stress you put on it. As you try new things and do new things, you learn new skills. You don't learn new skills by avoiding those particular things. This goes for everything in life. You want to get better at reading? You better read. You want to get better at exercise? You better exercise. You want to get better at math? You better do math problems. This is the same thing when it comes to anything, okay? Learning a new skill is hard, but once you start doing it more and more, you get better at it. Getting in shape is hard, but you're sore, you can't breathe, you're out of breath, but as you get in more shape, it becomes easier and you get stronger and you start pushing yourself harder and that becomes harder and then you push beyond that and then that's easy. What you used to do and think was hard now is so simple. And this is the same thing for concussion recovery. Concussion recovery requires rehabilitation, and much of the rehab that is out there is finding that balance between what's too much and what's not enough, right? We have to push you and you have to feel symptomatic. If you're doing something and it's not provoking your symptoms, you're not doing it hard enough, or you're doing something that you don't need to do. The idea is that a lot for concussion rehab is, does this increase your symptoms? Yeah, go do more of that. Get your symptoms to go up and then take a break. Let the symptoms come down, do it again. Try to do it for longer this time. Wait till your symptoms get to a certain threshold. Usually we say wait till your dizziness or your headaches or whatever get to a 5 out of 10, then kick back on it, let that come down and do it again. That is concussion rehab. So if you spend your life avoiding symptoms or anything that may provoke your symptoms, right? I don't like crowds because it makes me dizzy. You know what I'm going to tell you? Go hang out in crowds. That's the treatment for concussion. So having an increase in your symptoms is not bad. It's actually good, and it tells you exactly what you should be doing. Now, obviously, this is within reason, right? If somebody has a hamstring strain, I'm not going to overload their hamstring to the point where it tears again, but I'm going to overload it a little bit to create a better healing process, and that's the same thing. We need to know and find out where that line is and push you into that. But you have to be comfortable being a little bit uncomfortable, and you have to rest assured that any increase in your symptoms is going to be temporary. The thing that makes it prolonged is likely the anxiety that goes along with it. Okay? So once you can get out of your mind that you're not doing any damage to yourself by pushing a little bit, you might be more likely to take that leap. And that is what I'm trying to get across here. So you need to have symptom provocation to be having any effect on your recovery. And you need to keep doing that, because what happens is the line of symptom provocation gets pushed further and further and further away, so that now it takes longer to hit that symptom onset. Till pretty soon, you can push yourself to the max and you don't get symptoms. That's the idea, right? If I want to run a marathon, I can't start by running the marathon. I start in small chunks and I gradually build up as I'm able to tolerate it, and eventually I can run the marathon. And this is the mindset that you have to have in order to get better.